In the 1930s, a growing band of enthusiasts for moving pictures saw people, amateur filmmakers, begin to record scenes of life, time and events of the era. Geoffrey Fairrie belonged to this small but significant section of the population. Take their fascination with the cinema a stage further and you have another fascination. The fascination of film and also the fascination of the motor car. For the majority of the population, families, including the young, adventurous, watched a motor car with ill-disguised envy, while the direct experience of motoring was most likely on their annual holiday, when on the piers or the fairgrounds or on the seafront, small oval boarded tracks were built, where Atco or similar companies built petrol lawnmower engine-powered cars, which enabled people in their hundreds, the whole family, to experience the thrill of driving a car. Indeed, many more than those who were fortunate enough to own them. These were, of course, the forerunners of the go-kart tracks at the holiday resorts today. Regardless of the costs involved, motorsport was becoming a popular attraction to spectators, and to try your hand at it was something new. If you could afford it, there were hill climbs, sprints, Brooklands and its bank track, and also the added road circuit, named after the record breaker Sir Malcolm Campbell. And these were joined in the 1930s by circuits at Crystal Palace and at Donington Park. On the continent by now, it was the Germans who led the way from the French and the Italians. Although their form of engineering was a little more advanced, the modifications of design to suit the nation's pocket were very prevalent. The Donington Grand Prix was organised by the late Fred Craner, and it attracted an entry from all the conquering Auto Union and Mercedes cars which were beating the world. Their performance created disbelief in both spectators and fellow competitors. The cars complied with the Grand Prix formula of the day: 750 kilograms in weight, 5.6 litre, 550 brake horsepower for the front-engine Mercedes-Benz, and for the Auto Union, a 16-cylinder, 6 litre, 510 brake horsepower rear-engined car. Car number 1, Rudolf Caracciola, 36 years old, the German champion, the European champion, the equivalent of today's world champion. He'd injured himself badly in an accident at Monaco and therefore had a permanent limp, but he was the dominating factor of all the late 30s races driving for the German team. His second in command was Manfred von Brauchisch, seen on the left here. He was the nephew of the Field Marshal von Brauchisch and acted during the war, incidentally, as the adjutant to his uncle.